Hey, everybody. I'm going to be talking to you today about creating a sense of urgency in your business. This concept actually brings me right back to when I was a brand new coach and I was in New Coach Boot Camp. And I remember so vividly something that still sticks out to me to this day, 3 years later. Colleen Eddy said, "Fast is fun." And she gave us this kind of comparison about how running your business and creating a successful organization is like getting in a plane and like pushing on the gas pedal and like working so hard to get it off the ground and get it up in the air and get it to start flying so you can take off and you can soar. And I just remember connecting to that so much, and knowing that it was going to take this willingness to show up and this eagerness and this clarity of vision and purpose and desire and commitment, to daily action and the sacrifices that it was going to take to get to those things. Because I think about it in terms of, and I like to ask this question a lot, when I guest speak on team calls, and I ask, if your life were to be exactly the same a year from now, or if your business were to be exactly the same a year from now, would you be satisfied or would you be settling? And if you want more for your life and you want more for your business and you want to influence others and you're connected to that mission and you're connected to your vision, I truly believe that there is no day that should pass by without you doing something to move yourself forward. I guess you could sum it up in a way of, this business takes a lot of momentum. And for you to have that momentum, you actually have to earn that momentum. And you earn that momentum by showing up, with having that willingness to show up when it's not easy, when it's inconvenient, when you have to make certain sacrifices or certain choices. When you don't feel like it, when you've gotten a ton of no's, when you've had a failure, when you've fallen flat on your face, when it's not easy, you still have to show up. You still have to believe. You still have to see that bigger picture, and you still have to have that sense of urgency to get to your goals. So to really kind of nail that in, the last thing I want to say about that before I move on, is that it's really, to me, to sum it up, a difference of interest or commitment. Are you interested in impacting other people? Are you interested in influencing others? Are you interested in reaching your goals? Are you interested in moving towards your vision? Are you interested in growing as a person and being better in your life, better as a mom, a wife, better in your job, better, a better coach, a better leader? Are you interested or are you committed? Are you interested in hitting your non-negotiables every single month in terms of Success Club or, rank goals that you set? Or are you actually committed to those things and giving it 100% effort to get there? Because it's true that the commitment mentality and that fast is fun mentality is what builds that momentum and that excitement and that passion, and it keeps you moving forward. And it's incredible. It's an incredible feeling to see when things really start to shift and take off for you because of that willingness to show up every day and that consistency in the daily actions that you're taking, to really work with that sense of urgency to get to your goals. So I want to kind of, just give you a couple ideas, because these are things that have really helped me. And it was, first of all, you have to have clarity. Like, you have to have clarity of why something matters to you. Like, why it is, urgent enough for you to show up every day, to learn, to grow, to fail some more, to show up anyways. To keep having that discipline of, working to have better habits and better time management and better skill and more knowledge. And for me, I truly believe that with a sense of urgency, all of those excuses have to go out the window, because that they don't serve you. And it's one of those things where you are your own best accountability. Like, yes, you have your team, yes, you have your upline, yes, you have the support of trainings, but at the end of the day, only you know what you're doing and where you need to grow and what you need to work on. If you're actually taking the actions you need to take to move forward towards those things. So you have to really work that gut check muscle for yourself, or that reality check, of if do your actions match your intentions of where you want to go with this business. With that said, I just want to say that, like, yes, you're going to have failures. Yes, you're going to miss goals. Like, yes, sometimes things are not going to go the way that they plan, but that doesn't mean that you should ever just back down when those things happen. You still have to keep fighting to have that sense of urgency to get there, because if you do it long enough, it's absolutely going to happen. But pumping the brakes on your sense of urgency or stepping back from a goal, just ensures you never get there, right? The next thing is that you have to have a plan. Like, you have to have action items that you need to work on every single day, and be really clear of what those things are beyond the vital behaviors, obviously, because those are first and foremost. If you're not doing those, you're not moving forward. But you have to have action items. And I know for me personally, I have always been someone that overanalyze to paralyze. So I would put too much on my plate. I still have this habit sometimes, and I have to narrow it down to what's most important. But give yourself 3 to 5 daily action items that are things that are most important, that move you forward, that help you move towards that goal, and with that sense of urgency that you're excited about, that you're motivated by, that are really moving you forward towards bigger things. Because it's really like the feeling of like you're riding a bike and like you're gaining speed and you're learning how to balance and things are going really well. And if you just come to a complete stop and you don't show up and you don't take any daily actions and you don't show up when you don't feel like it and you don't show up on the days that it's hard, you lose your balance and you get out of kilter and your momentum starts to get off. And then you have to work that much harder to get going again. Whereas if you just kept going, you'd be flying. So just remember that there is going to be days where you feel a little off, or you're stressed out, or you're unfocused, or life happens, but just do something every day to show up for yourself, show up for your business, show up for your commitments, show up for what matters to you, show up for your goals, and fight to continue to have that forward moving momentum. So with all that said, I really believe, like I said, that you earn momentum. I want you to remember that. Like, a lot of people, I feel like, look at coaches in this company that are having great success, that are having big teams, that have all these coaches joining them, that have coaches hitting goals, or they have so many challengers that are having great results. Like, those things that you see in highlight reels, what you don't see is all of the hard work and the time and the late nights and the sacrifices and the daily actions and the consistency and the personal growth that goes in behind the scenes, because you are rewarded in public and you share in public, what you do in private. So just remember that at the end of the day, if you are your own best self accountability. And if you can go to bed at the end of every night saying, I know I did everything to move myself forward, then you can be proud, because you know that you're fighting to move forward with a sense of urgency towards those goals. I'm also going to get into breaking down a few items for you to help you create a sense of urgency in terms of getting people into your challenge groups, helping people get started on their journeys without being pushy, and also with sharing the coaching opportunity. So I'm going to go live in the actual page of this group today and do that for you guys. So if you're able to hop on and ask questions, that would be absolutely awesome. And I will see you guys in a little while. Hope that was helpful. Bye.